be aggressive. We are a publicly traded company. We have nothing to hide. We aren't guilty of anything but making profits for our shareholders. All of our records to which Mr. Snodgrass refers are all in the public domain, and they do not indicate what he claims. We are very proud of how much money we invest in our research and development, especially compared to those other so-called innovative companies in the area. There's nothing sinister in that. We do all right, but as we say here, profit's not the goal. Money's supposed to be used as a tool for good or ill, but we try to do good. I mean, it's our company directive. It's in the handbook and everything. It's true that we spend a lot more on nonprofit projects and foundations. We're a different kind of company. We want to make the world better. Our company is committed to environmental sustainability. I mean, we led the way to move offshore drilling further offshore. But we just don't make profits. We make people's lives better around the world. In cooperation with the governor's matching initiative programs for innovation and change, we have helped organize grassroots campaigns, news conferences, letter writing campaigns in California and other countries on a host of issues that people care about. That's obscene now. The Hypergrow project is a positive project. We think it'll do a lot of good. I mean, that's what we're about, not profits. Biogon is not about pesticides. When we develop them, yes, but we're against GMOs. That's what they're designed to stop. That's part of our long-term, forward-thinking R&D budget. All profits are anticipatory. And as new markets emerge, well, it's complicated. Yes, some are obviously forgeries. I'm not going to deny the obvious. People can forget things. They do. We all do. Hey, look, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast, okay? No, really though. I know, getting out of the store on a run for your missus or whatever. You're on the phone, talking to another lover or whatever, and you're engrossed in a conversation, the moment feeling for your keys, it's dark. Right, you can imagine that. Sure. Then out of nowhere, some random stranger asks you if you support some development deal. You don't know if he's security, some mugger, some religious nut. What are you gonna say? Obviously, it can't be within the realm of on the top thing on my mind what I'm thinking. Maybe you don't know, it's late. You just go with it, you comply. You sign the piece of paper instead of hearing some spiel, and you go about your business, right? So no surprise. You can't recall some minor incidental detail of the many things that go on throughout your day. What, you gonna go after those guys for not remembering some little thing? Maybe most of all the signatures were fake, but I don't know what you're getting at here. Our lobbyists have done no more or less than you or I would have for anyone we loved or any cause we might die for. I think it's unfair to say they used anyone. I'm not even going to discuss what you might label as torture. That's not what we're here to discuss. The bailouts for Course Direct were the right decision then, and I think, in retrospect, the right decision for the state and the world. I mean, in the positive transformation movement for our investors. In the larger picture, I mean. We didn't write the laws. Congress chose to copy and paste sections of our proposal draft. Legislators aren't known for their originality. They like to borrow language, and if it's ours, we're all for it, for improving people's lives. I mean, whatever we stand for, that's fine. But it's not the same as being at fault for the unforeseen consequences of those regulations. I think at the time they seemed like common sense regulations. Maybe. Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. No worry. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I get these sort of questions all the time. I suppose it does seem odd that a company specializing in biodegradability would manufacture Borehole strain meters or diamonds and gems. No, I cannot be expected to know what our various foundations do. I mean, I'm focused on growing our business, opening up opportunities, expanding the ways we can realize we do good things. We do. All right. They are not legally speaking charities. They're LLCs. So technically they can make profits or not. You know, they can get more stuff done for the betterment of all. Hormones are natural. I mean, our body produces them. Everything produces them. Plants produce them. And that's how you get photosynthesis, you know. What is nature? Seriously, nature. Look, Francis, I think you'd find our research is mostly confidential for a lot of perfectly legitimate reasons. I think there's a lot more we could talk about than what we're not supposed to. Nobody's doing what they don't want to do here, okay? We all make choices. We're architects of our own fortune, all right? I think you're drilling down the wrong shaft right now. I think you need to just back it up. People will whine about imaginary grievances, you know, fuzzy concepts like what's fair, equal, and murder. The alternative is chaos. Our solution is the least bad one on the table. Someone has to make these things. Someone has to save us from ourselves. You think some techno-nut engineer is your savior? He just wants to be us. It's the tainted cry of the weak and vanquished. He's a marked man, a born loser, baby. He's gone. We're all finished. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about our new foundations and some of the new embeddable tech that we're unveiling next month at RentCon. Let's talk about lasers. Did you hear about that thing that happened? It's huge, I hear. We have computers. They're downstairs where it's cold. They can talk. Would you like to go see? Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. I think I have to go. I think you need to go. I don't want to talk about this. This has to be over. I have to go. Thank you. Goodbye.